And the person that's going to help us with this problem is Isaiah. Isaiah, we need to get the possible rational roots. Okay. Can you tell me your p-value? P-value is 72. Can you tell me all the numbers that multiply to be 72, Isaiah? For example, 1 times 72.
9 times 8.
Class, does anyone know any other numbers? 24 times what? 24 times 3. 2 times 36. 6 times what? 12. And 4 times 18. A lot of numbers, right? Any other numbers? Think those?
72. Did you write 72 on that?
Right there. And our Q value, Isaiah?
1.
So all the numbers we're going to test are basically positive and negative, all of these numbers. Okay? Now, Verania, the picture tells us a hint. What does the picture tell us? For example, if I'm going to use synthetic division to factor and solve the rest of this, so yesterday, let's kind of go back to yesterday's lesson. On one side of the paper, we were factoring, and the other side we solve. Right? So, Verania, in order to factor, I'm going to use synthetic division here, but the picture tells me one value that actually works. Verania, what number works? She's not here? I was talking to nobody. Verania, you here? Justin, what does the picture tell us to test? X equals negative 8. Let's test x equals negative 8. Justin, can you tell me what numbers to write here?
1, 12, 21, 72.
Justin, go ahead and complete synthetic division for us.
And the number multiply negative 8 into figures. That is 4. Negative 32. 9. Negative 72.
0. This means that it's a factor. Negative 8, x equals negative 8 is a factor. Okay? Okay. This is good. This is good. Raphael, help us fill out these parentheses here.
X plus 8. And then 1x to the second. And then 4x plus
9. Can I factor that again, Raphael?
Yes.
What did you use? Rational roots or the X box?
X plus
Okay. A times C? B value.
4.
Two numbers in the world that will multiply to be 9 but add to be 4. Feel free to take 10,000 years. Are there any numbers? No, so that means it's prime.
So then that's it.
That's it. So, I could ask you, given this, factor completely, and this would be your answer. Raise your hand if you got this. Good job. Alright, Josh. What do I do with these numbers now? What do I do with these binomials here in, let's pick a color, yellow. What do I do with these now? How do I solve it? What formula? Tell me what the quadratic formula is. Which one am I using the quadratic formula for? Left or the right? Yeah, let's use the quadratic formula for this one. Tell me what it is. Okay, Josh, go ahead and do the substitutions for that, please. Remember your A, B, and C's are over here. So he's just looking at 1, 4, and 9. Thank you, Josh. Alberto, simplify.
4 turns into -4. And then you get 16.
What's -4 times 1 times 9?
36.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
All over.
2.
And then 16 minus 36.
20.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
Alberta, what are the factors or numbers that multiply to be -20?
5 and 4.
But this is positive, right? So how do I make this negative?
-4.
-1. Class, what do we know about square root of -1? That is I. The square root of 4 is 2. And the 5 stays inside. Alberto, tell me what to write.
-4.
Keep going.
Oh, plus or minus. And then 2i more 5.
Oh, I messed up. 2i radical 5. So it says 2i radical 5. All over what?
2.
2. Alright. This part's going to be a little bit tricky. It's just factoring out a 2, or GCF. So 2 times -2 plus or minus I radical 5 all over 2 times 1. What I did there is, if you think about this problem, think of it as like a 4 plus 2x. Your GCF would just be a 2. So it's kind of like a side problem. And remember, you can always distribute -4, 2i radical 5. My 2's are going to cancel out. So my 3 solutions are going to be -2 plus I radical 5. -2 minus I radical 5. That's what the plus or minus means. And then we forgot one way over here. Class X is going to be equal what? -8. So in this problem we have our 3 solutions. I'm going to use the rational roots theorem. I can use my picture to give me a hint. I couldn't set this one equal to 0 or factor again, so use the quadratic formula, and you have these three solutions.